we women, we can relate to nature. We can relate to animals. We can relate to Mother Earth. We relate to everything.
I had a wonderful vision of being bathed by both of my parents. They loved to do that with me, and I just had this joyful, bubbly experience. And the only sadness I felt was when I had to get out of the bathtub and it ended. You know, my dad used to swing us in the towels, and so then I connected to Daneshta, the dolphin, is also in my Vedic chart. The energy of the dolphin. I found translucent blue and whites and kind of clear colors. What else? Yeah, joy and love and laughter.
So joy.
Joy.
You are joy. Now, this topic was something that I spent days and nights meditating upon. Because before I volunteered to be a presenter, I said, I don't want this to be a speaking mission. I want this to be a journey. I want this to be experiential. I want everyone in the room to experience, grow, blossom, and come on to your best that you can be, the best of bring out the best in your Shakti. So this seemed quite natural to be a living Shakti, because I realized that by the time I come and join you, you would have had a lot of days with other speakers, with other topics. You would have evolved quite a bit already in your journey. And I was brave enough to assume that you're ready for this topic. And I believe that you are ready. So, living Shakti, unleash your power and lead with grace. It is time to actually bring out everything that you have rediscovered about yourself, that has emerged out of the wonderful programs over the last few days, that have shaped perhaps your inner calling, your maybe even how your destiny will unfold in future, what you wish to manifest in your heart, in your mind, in your soul, not just for yourself, but for the greater good, for the world at large. So this is what this is about, and it will be done over 4 sessions. Today is the first of 4. And how this will work is that with each session, there will be an opportunity for you to work through things, to grow, to flourish, to experience with each other. There will be opportunity for lots of activity and action. So if we're good with time and we are very good with how we work with each other, I think you will achieve the best that you can out of this. At the end of the day, what do we aim for? In the end, my goal is that each one of you, I know is a Shakti leader, but that you step up. You step up to it with courage, with love, with responsibility, with commitment, with grace, because that's really what gets you across the finish line and to fulfill your calling. Why are you on earth? Why are you here at this point in time? We've just had this session this morning that's really brings everything home for us, isn't it? So moving on from there, I have got specific targets that we will hopefully be able to flower within you. You are all flowers that are blossoming into the best version of yourselves. So let's begin with the first state of mind. Any of you here are Bharatanatyam dancers? Oh, wow, we have an exponent. Many years. It'll all come back to you, right? Anyone seen Bharatanatyam performances or any other traditional Indian dance performance? Yes? All right. Classic. Great. So you have just cut short my delivery No, I'm kidding. There's still more to reinforce. So, therefore, you see, all that meditation to come up with this program was not in vain, right? So you might come to realize that a lot of things that I'm going to share with you could have been actually a recap and a summary of what you've learned. So why Navarasas? Okay, and why start my presentation and our workshop with the dance of 9 emotions? Because say what you like about our educational background, our upbringing, our financial standing, the environment we grew in, the company we keep, everything that we are and want to achieve, a lot of it depends on our emotions. All right? But let's look at the 9 emotions by going back in time to when you were little children. Why do I say little children? Because anyone who has done psychology, especially child psychology, child therapy, who has looked into the biological development of a child, knows that 50% of your development is from the age of 0 to 6, right? 50%. Every aspect of you develops between the age of 0 to 6. Reinforcements take place from 7 to 12. And then I'd add on to that experience. And the rest of it, the rest of the 50%, is from the time you start your work, your family, and you evolve. But these are the foundations. These are the memories that make us what we are today. But they are not the sum all of us. We have the capacity to transcend all this. And with each waking morning, as we open our eyes and with gratitude and know that this is the beginning of a new day, you have an opportunity to actually start afresh, let go, refresh. But the hardest part is letting go, isn't it? So let's just look at these 9 emotions and we will take them one at a time. We will have time for you to experience and also to share later. All right? Of the 9 emotions, let's go with the first one. When a dancer learns traditional dances, the expression is all in the eyes and then in the hands and body movement. There is a history I realized to this. It's not just Indian traditional dance. When you go around the world, you'll see Japanese learned it, Koreans learned it, Chinese, royal households learned it. How many of you actually saw the movie Grace of Monaco, acted by Nicole Kidman? Do you remember when it gets to the stage where she has to behave like a queen and she's a film star from Hollywood? What do they tell her? Her handlers tell her that you have to practice this facial expressions. You can't just open your mouth and blurt out whatever you want to. Everything has to be in your expression. And you must practice so that you get it right. Never give the game away. So, can you imagine? Women through the ages were already shackled and told little girls should be seen and not heard. I was told that. I was this chatterbox, happy, sunny side up child. And all the time I was told, Anusha, zip it. Little girls should be seen and not heard. Well, we are being heard, aren't we? So there we go. There's always places you can go where people will hear you out and will listen to you and will, engage with you and communicate. But women have always been put down. It's been going on since the beginning of time. So therefore, expression became very important. So whether it is an erotic face because it's someone you are trying to attract to be your lover, or whether it's a comical face because you're just filled with mirth, right? or whether it's rage and it represents anger because you are unleashing your anger through that feeling of rage, which is number 3. Or it could be wonder, being, expressing how marvelous something is. And that's really, you know, the wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles kind of situation. It could be viram, which is to be heroic, and that's to show how courageous and how energetic you are. And then you have disgust, which is bibatsam, something so odious, something so hideous, something so outrageous. Then you have Bainakam, which is terror. Terror that is brings out the fear in you. And everyone has experienced that. We have Karunayam, which is pathos or the state of sorrow, deep sorrow. Whether it's anguish, whether it's a loss, it's sorrow. And finally, Shantam, which is peace, or to be a Shanta Baba. Now, there's no right or wrong with all these emotions, right? We are human. Even animals experience it. Those of you who work with plants will know that even plants experience it. I personally experience my plants because I work very closely with my pets and with the plants in my garden, with the trees. I'm a believer in talking to animals, talking to trees, talking to plants. I even sing to them. And I can tell you that they will respond likewise. If they didn't like my songs, the flowers ain't coming out anytime soon. If I got the songs right for the particular plant, I'll see a lot of flowers. I'll see lots of new shoots. So who said that plants don't have feelings, right? Right. So that's why we women we can relate to nature. We can relate to animals. We can relate to Mother Earth. We relate to everything. Yeah, because we actually feel these emotions. So this is a segment of creating awareness and maybe even awareness from within you. It's a means to be more discerning, to be able to rationalize and realize what causes us to stir up these specific emotions. And finally, when we realize what is the trigger, because we are all triggered, at the end of the day, things trigger us. Things trigger us to be so ecstatic. Things trigger us, situations happen to trigger deep sorrow. Something you see on CNN or BBC or, whatever channel that you love to watch on television can trigger disgust, can trigger anger, can trigger fear, right? You could just walk along the beach somewhere and you think you've gone to a perfect holiday in Bali, and then something happens and some other emotions creep in that you never thought you'd experience while you're on holiday. So, how do one manage these emotions? So, I'm going to take you on a little journey to your childhood. Each of you is going to close your eyes, take a deep breath, and exhale. Another deep breath right through till your belly button and womb. Exhale, release. Release all tension, any tension in your shoulders, your arms, your feet, any tension in any part of the body. Release. Ground your feet. And as you ground your feet, put some attention to your feet and grow roots. Grow roots. See these beautiful roots grow down to Mother Earth. Roots going 3 feet deep, branching out 6 feet deep, even further, anchoring in this cool, moist, nourishing earth. And as you do, bring the focus of your inner eye to the spot between your eyebrows. Take another deep breath. Exhale. With your eyes closed, feel the warmth of the midday sun cover you in beautiful light. Warm, cascading light over your head, right down to your shoulders, enveloping your arms, trickling slowly down your chest, your belly, your entire abdomen, your entire spine. All the way down, you are now encased in a beautiful halo of golden sunlight. You are one with Mother Earth, connected to Mother Earth, right to the core of Earth. And you are one with the universe, with the golden sunlight enveloping you with warmth, with love, with joy, with acceptance, with protection. Now, as you are anchored in Mother Earth, she gives you a spring in your step. She lets your toes wiggle. She lets your feet feel a little freer. You are now able to walk. Walk. Stand up. Imagine yourself standing up. Stand and then take your first steps. All around you, lush greenery. All around you, bright blue sky. All around you, a gentle breeze blowing. And as you do, this is you at 5 years old. Recall the memory of one beautiful, loving experience around the time you're 5 years old. It doesn't matter if you're 4, it doesn't matter if you're 6, but just around the time you're 5, just recalled with so much love in your heart, a beautiful, loving experience. An experience where you felt the most love at that point of your life. What did it feel like? Transport yourself to that situation of love. See yourself. If you can recall what you were wearing, if you can recall where you were, if you can recall whom you are with, and if you can recall what was said, that's fine. If not, never mind. Just the experience of a very beautiful, loving energy that you experienced or you embraced around the time you're 5. Bring a smile to your lips with your eyes closed and still centered on that point between your eyebrows. See the light of love emerge. Accept the light of love coming through your third eye. Let that light of love fill you. Feel every pore of your body. Feel every space around you. This is you, your pure love. This is you. This is you. Love. Love in action. Now, take that love to another level. As you're growing up, recall an opportunity when you were a little child, when you saw something that made you experience sadness. Or it doesn't have to be sorrow, just sadness. One very deeply personal experience of sadness. Connect with that experience. Know that it's in the past, but just be aware that that was a time that you felt sad, and accept that phase. What did that sadness look like to you then? What brought out that sadness in you? Take a deep breath now. And as you inhale, inhale a beautiful orange orb of light from the sun. Orange. The color that you see in the sunlight when it's either early morning or late evening. Bring that orange light all over you. That orange, motherly, healing light all over you. Let that motherly healing light wash away that sadness that you experienced as a child. Now you're actually standing on sand at a beach. It could be your favorite beach sometime in your life. Whichever beach it is, it doesn't matter. It's your beach. It's your space. It's your beautiful sand that you walk on. And this is where the orange glow of light bathes you with mother's love. And this is where you are letting go all that sadness as the waves from the ocean wash at your feet. As you walk deeper, getting closer to the ocean, the water washes away more of that sadness. Every remnant of sadness that you experienced as a child, it's leaving you. It's leaving your eyes that shed those tears. It's leaving your ears that heard those painful words. It's leaving your mouth, your lips that uttered whatever it is that precipitated even more sadness. It's leaving your throat for those unshed tears, for those words that you did not say because you held back those words. It is releasing that pain that you locked away in your heart because you did not have at that point in time the bravery, the courage to speak about that sadness. And even if you did, You still held something back. Send it out to the ocean. Wash it away. It's descending from your heart down, down, down your feet, down, away into the waters. With every wave that washes through you, you are releasing that sadness. And a breeze, this beautiful sea breeze, just blows on your forehead. It's feel the breeze, lift your hair, feel the breeze. Go through your face, go feel the breeze down your spine, feel the breeze envelop you. This is a beautiful, warm breeze of acceptance. Yes, yes, this is the breeze of love because love lifts you up from sadness. Love, love envelops you. Love receives you. Love lightens you. Love brightens you. Love prepares you for the journey ahead. Take a deep breath now. Bring that breath to your womb, to the area around your belly. And with that deep breath, take another deep breath. This requires way more. Bring it to your belly. Now, as you do this with me, bring your attention to your third eye. And through that third eye of yours, the space between your eyebrows, see a beautiful dancing flame. A beautiful flame. When you're walking towards this flame, you are not afraid. All the fear that you held within you from your childhood, whatever fear you experienced as a child, whatever fear that you were surrounded by, whatever fear you picked up from others, whatever fear you allowed into your life through television, through radio, through internet, through feelings, through people, through animals, through everything that you've allowed your imagination, all these fears, take all those fears, take them all up, make them all fit into this giant, giant orb that is going to be held in your belly. Your belly is the womb of creation. Hiranyagarbha. Hiranyagarbha is mother's womb. At this point in time, when you're a child, an innocent child, just at this point in time, bear witness. You are in fact Bala. Bala, Tripura Sundari. Bala, Bala, Virgin Mary. Bala. All the innocent, pure, feminine spirit, untainted, pure essence. Your womb is filled with all that you've absorbed in the form of fear, all that you've absorbed in the form of anger, all that you've absorbed in the form of hate, all that you've absorbed in the form of jealousy and envy, because they are all one and the same. They are all versions of the same. They are all held. Now you are moving it up. Move that big flame, move it up. And as you do, connect with the flame that you see in your third eye. That beautiful, beautiful flame of Shakti. Merge with the flame. You are brave. You are love. You are joy. You are the flame of love. You are the flame of joy. You are the flame of infinite possibilities. You are Shakti. You are that yellow flame. In that yellow flame, you dance because you're releasing. Inhale. Inhale, Shakti. Inhale the flame of abundant wisdom. Inhale the flame of abundant love. Inhale the flame of abundant joy. Inhale wisdom and let go. Let go all that, just let go. You either can let go to Mother Earth below, right below your feet. Let go everything to Mother Earth, to that flame at the center of the core of Earth, where her molten lava and magma is. Release, release, release. You may see embers, and coal, you may see the core of Mother Earth. If you experience heat, that's fine. If you experience as if you're walking on coals of fire, that's fine. Let it go to Mother Earth. Send it all to Mother Earth. Send your anger. Ground it, bury it millions of miles deep in Mother Earth. Send your fear upwards. Send your fear to evaporate into the cosmos. It's ether, it's in the cosmos. Send that hate, send that jealousy, send that envy, send all those feelings of insecurity that you were told by others, by experiences, by situations. They no longer exist. They no longer matter. This is not you. You are Shakti. You are this beautiful, beautiful energy of awareness, energy of openness, energy of humility. Because when you release envy, you ground even more. And with that grounding comes humility. When you release all that jealousy, all that insecurity, you grow. You grow with wisdom and you grow with love. Love, loving yourself, loving who you really are, loving that girl, that lovely, lovely, beautiful girl. You love your beauty, you love your energy, you love the body that you're in. Let no one say that your body is not perfect because you are God's perfect creation. You are Shakti. You are beautiful as you are. You are joyful as you are. You are in a state of forgiveness. And in that state of forgiveness, let's move you to the time in your childhood when you felt so much happiness and joy again, so much happiness, so much lightness. Your heart was fluttering like a butterfly. Go back to that space in your childhood when you were absolutely light like a bird flying in the sky. If you connect to any animal now, bring your spirit animal. Bring your spirit animal alive now. It can be an animal that flies. It can be an animal that runs out in the open in the field. It can be an animal in the ocean, in the rivers. It can be an animal underground. It does not matter what your animal spirit is. Bring that animal, that heart of that animal. This is your heart. Take a deep breath now. Open your lungs. Breathe in the energy of the joy of your animal spirit. Breathe, 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 breathe. Look into the eyes of the animal spirit that you are. See the joy of that animal spirit. Feel the joy in every limb of your body. Feel the lightness in your hands. Feel the lightness in your feet. Feel the lightness of your body. You are light. Your heart is light. Your lungs are light. Your body is with joy. Bring out the love in that spirit animal of yours. Spread that love far and wide. Feel the color of that animal. This is your personal color. This is your color. What color do you feel? What beauty do you feel in that color enveloping you? Inhale that color from the universe. Surround that spirit that is within you. Surround your spirit animal. Share the joy of that color. Spread the aura and energy of that color to all the spirit animals around you. Feel the oneness. Feel it emanate from your heart. Feel your heart expand. Feel your heart expand with the beautiful light of the color of your energy. Now let that color mingle with the colors of the spirit animals and energies around you in the universe. Bring that energy up from your heart to your throat. Bring that energy to your face. Bring that energy out through your crown. Let it be a fountain. Let it be a beautiful fountain of color. And let it merge with the beautiful colors of the rainbow. All you see around you is a rainbow of hearts, a rainbow of hearts, and you're lifted. We are all Shakti. We are all the hearts of Shakti. We all beat to the beat of Shakti. We are Shakti, heart centered. We live as the heart of Shakti. We work with the heart of Shakti. We see each other with the eyes of Shakti. We ground our purpose and intentions with the heart of Shakti. We forgive ourselves and everyone around us and situations that we found ourselves in with the heart of Shakti. We accept this role. We accept this challenge. We accept this grace. We are the heart of Shakti. Now, feel your spirit animal take a bow, and just merge with Mother Earth. Your spirit animal merges with Mother Earth. We are all one with Mother Earth. All we see around us is white light. White light. If you hear angels, some of you may hear angels. Some of you may hear some music. Some of you may hear your favorite instrument that you learned to play as a child that you may be playing now, even as an adult. Say thank you for the gift that you have. Say thank you to the instruments that brought you music. Say thank you to sound. Say thank you to the gift of speech. Say thank you to the gift of listening. Say thank you to the vision that you have, that you're able to see. Say thank you to the breath that you have. Say thank you. To every part of your body that is an embodiment of Shakti. At this point, you realize and you are so grateful that you are the temple of Shakti, that you are the embodiment of Shakti's grace, Shakti's love, Shakti's peace, Shakti's infinite possibilities. Within you is infinite love, infinite joy, infinite peace. Now, take a deep breath and absorb all that white light. Cover yourself in this graceful, magical white light of Shakti's awareness. You are now Shakti's awareness, aware and yet not detached and not attached. Aware and not attached to the past. Aware and not attached to the future. Just aware of the here and now. Inhale another big universal energy of white light within you. Inhale. Flood your being with that white light. And from awareness comes the wisdom of discernment. You are now discerning. You are now able to discern the difference between your emotions and your divine self. The bodily emotions that come and go like the waves in the ocean. The bodily emotions and the mental state of mind that is in a state of flux, like the time, the passage of time. You are now in a state of equanimity, in a state of balance, aware of your bodily needs, aware that your body is made up of a complex chemistry of emotions, of biological functions, of chemical reactions. And it's normal. You accept that. That's normal. That's your humanity. But you're way more than your humanity. You are this beautiful, beautiful Shakti, who is an eternal spirit. And this is our journey today, to reawaken, to rejuvenate, to rekindle the Shakti that came alive the day that you breathed your first breath when you came out of your mother's womb. And it's the day you were born as you, this time, this place, this space, come back to you. Come back to this time, this space, today, this moment. Feel your toes, wiggle your toes. Feel the warmth radiate up your feet. Feel the warmth radiate up your knees, your thighs, your hips. Feel the warmth radiate through your body. Feel the warmth radiate through your body. Feel your warmth radiate right up. This is you. This is you today. This is you ready to be a living Shakti. Settle and be comfortable, because this is the most beautiful, graceful, loving you. The most beautiful, graceful, loving you. Open your eyes slowly in your own time. This is very important work we're going to do today, this one, especially because it comes after the session we just had. So I'm going to reveal to you some things that I hope will be of help to you, and which will also give you the comfort of knowing that this space that we hold for each other is mother's space, and that it is true from the time I was 3 years old, I actually experienced mother. My mother was a teacher in a Catholic school, the Holy Infant Jesus School in Muar, in the state of Johor in Malaysia. Johor is the southernmost state. I'm the eldest of 3 children. I'm the only daughter, and I have 2 brothers. At the time when I was 3 years old, my brother was born. I actually knew the day that my mother was going to deliver my brother. I already knew, right? I just knew, right? And I've had more moments of I just knew. And I continue to have moments of I just know. So my mother takes me to this school, and I'm only little, right? And I'm like drawn to Our Lady of Fatima. I'm not even a Catholic, right? I'm a Hindu, okay? Although we were not like very big devout Hindus, my mom was quite a liberal teacher, like a what you call it today would call people like my mother a hippie. So my mother's pretty much a hippie. And my father's the exact opposite. He's this very strict disciplinarian, civil structural engineer, all engineer, mathematics, whatever, science, but a very, very good for systems, processes, and grounding you. So that's a good balance, I guess. A hippie married a very strict, disciplined, grounded man. So you can imagine what kind of marriage there would have been. But that's the subject of another conversation. So here am I. And Our Lady talks to me. And I'm hearing things, and she's saying things to me. And you know, when you're a little child, you're 3, 4, 5 years old, and you have these experiences, you're afraid to tell anybody about it. These days, they would send you to a psychologist or a psychiatrist, and they would think you're having bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, God knows, they will label you and they'll say all sorts of things. Back then, when my time, nobody talked about psychologists and psychiatrists, but I just knew that this is something I kept to myself. Just less like I knew when we went for a circus, a Brazilian circus. Who's here from Brazil? Anyone from Brazil? No? Okay. Well, this Brazilian circus was pretty much the highlight of my life when I was about 4 or 5 years old. However, instead of enjoying the circus, I felt a lot of pain. And I don't know why, but I felt so much pain. And then after the circus was over, I went outside the big tent and I saw these little children without shoes, these little children who looked very thin and malnourished. They were Brazilian children. They were children of the circus performers. And I felt so much pain. And then I realized why. Without even talking to these children, I told my mother, Mommy, let's go home and bring my clothes and shoes and things for these children. They look terribly poor, Mommy. And my mother says, that's the trouble with you. You always act like Jesus Christ. You're not Jesus, you know. And I said, no, Mom, because my parents were not rich, right? And, you know, there's only so much that I had in the way of clothes and shoes and stuff. But I made a big effort to get my mother to bring stuff for these children. So fast forward in my journey, somewhere along the way, our Divine Mother has encoded within me certain gifts, which only have unfolded as I got older and older. And then I came to realize things like the years I spent in Canada when I gave up my very, very lucrative business as a corporate lawyer turned investment banker turned consultant who took a lot of companies for listing on the stock exchange. It was like really big corporate stuff, can you imagine? And I gave it all up and went to Canada to be with my teenage daughters when they went to study in high school and university there. And that is when I had me time, right? Time to grow, time to evolve. And that's when actually I really experienced the spiritual side of me, the real essence of the gifts that I was bestowed. And that is when actually the 5 years in Canada, in Calgary, in the Rocky Mountains, I actually experienced using all my senses, not for me. It was never about me. I experienced all my 5 senses for others. And then I realized it was living for the sake of others, and that I'm actually here for others, for everyone, and also to be grounded in myself and to help others to find themselves, to find their way back to themselves, and to be the living Shakti, to be aware, to be discerning, and to live in balance. Now, I would like you, if you feel ready to share, we have some time. We really do have some time before lunch. Maybe 3 ladies. Would 3 ladies be willing to come forward and just share what this experience was for you, taking you back to many of these emotions here. Some of them are interconnected. You don't have to reveal what you're not comfortable revealing. but perhaps just the experience itself, what it was like for you and how you feel right now.
First of all, thank you for your session. It was quite intense. I could connect very well with you.
Yeah, hold
I could connect very well with you. I could, I don't know, I could smell some camphor, something like that, and a lot of images, um, very much connected with the divine.
Which of the emotions that were brought out did you feel the most? There were several emotions, several colors, several parts of the body, right? Do you remember?
I do, I do. Love,
Love. Any particular color that appealed to you, that enveloped you?
yeah, orange mixed with red, something on the lightest.
Very good. Okay. Right. Are you in a nurturing profession? What do you do? What do you do for work? What do you do for a hobby or passion? Your passion.
And energy healing, and I am working with disabled girls, working with their emotion. That was very hard. It was very hard to handle that part.
Okay. So that orange is a good color. The orange and red is a good color, and we can talk some more about that. But you are in a good place. You have a very strong, sustainable energy. You are a sustainer. You're a nurturer. You can.
Thank you.
You grow people. Do you have hobbies to grow things like plants, or do you connect with trees?
I do, but I've not got any opportunity.
Okay. All right. Well,
And I love music.
okay, beautiful. Which instrument do you play?
Veena.
Lovely. Lovely. A string instrument connects with the heart.
Heart.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
I connected with playing piano with my grandmother when I was, I don't know, 5 or something. But it was fun. I didn't keep it up, but I just loved it so much. And it brought up a sense of just kind of playfulness and like, oh, wow, I can do this. And then we moved into the sorrow part and the sorrow, and I felt really sad. I moved around a lot as a kid, and I was made fun of, and that brought up that sadness for me, sorrow, and just feeling like I'm not enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not right, and so there were two very contrasting feelings that came up. Yeah.
And moving from there?
And then I moved from there into the spirit animal. And then I felt good. I felt like, okay, I'm moving on from there. And I try to appreciate the experience for what it had given me.
Okay. What's the quality of that spirit animal that you admire the most?
Support, strength, and support and strength and goodness, love, courage.
You are support. You are strength. And you have immense courage.
Thank you.
Looking back in your life, there were many, many situations, whether you realize it or not, that you have been a strength to so many people. You have given so much of support, and you will continue to be of great support. Nilima, strength is her middle name.
Really?
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Love, strength. See?
So I had a wonderful vision of being bathed by both of my parents. They loved to do that with me, and I just had this joyful, bubbly experience. And the only sadness I felt was when I had to get out of the bathtub and it ended. You know, my dad used to swing us in the towels, and so then I connected to just the sadness of something like that ending, and I just couldn't wait to have it again. I connected to Daneshta, the dolphin, is also in my Vedic chart. The energy of the dolphin, I found translucent blue and whites and kind of clear colors. What else? Yeah, joy and love and laughter.
So, joy.
Joy,
You are joy.
joy.
Dolphin is joy.
Yes.
I actually saw your dolphin. Seriously, I did. I was wondering who in this room was a dolphin because I saw this big, beautiful blue dolphin and it actually winked at me. So you obviously do a little bit of winking now and again. Oh, there we go. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Moving along.